welcome to the David E. Powers Gymnasium. My name is Jake Bonai.
And I'm Nick Mazuka.
And we're bringing you your semifinal sectional matchup against with the Oswego Buccaneers facing off against the Fulton Red Raiders. Nick, how do you think today's game's going to be?
Oh, these teams are pretty evenly matched, and their records are just about the same as each team's records are about the same. So hopefully this game will be pretty well played. And
Oswego, of course, coming in with a record of 10-4, and the Fulton Red Raiders coming in with a record of 8-2. Or 8-2 in their division, I'm sorry. And Fulton with a record of 11-4, 7-3 in their division. Who do you think the power players are going to be today?
You know, it's kind of hard to say. Each team's players are evenly matched, and who knows? It could be someone starting lineup or a bench player.
And take it away, Nick, as we're going to get into the first set here.
Yep. Looks like the Red Raiders are in position, and so are the Buccaneers. And here's the serve. Great pass by Sarah Bracco. A little bump pass by Claire Culleton. Nice kill by number 7. Looks like they now, so it looks like it's the Red Raiders' point. Here's Fulton with a serve. Pass by Natasha Meza. Another hit by Clara. And Clara looks like a nice kill by Clara Condon. With the score now tied at 1-1.
The crowd is absolutely electric here. Of course, this being the big backyard matchup. Fulton and Oswego having a long-standing rivalry. This is a big game.
Yeah. Use number 12 with the serve. Nice jump serve by her. Looks like she hit it just a little bit too hard, resulting in the Red Raiders getting that point.
Fulton getting ready to serve here.
Here's number 2, Kelly Krantz with the serve. Nice bump pass by Natasha Meza. Another nice hit by Claire Culleton, and another kill by Claire Culleton.
Game's very tight here.
Here's number 11, Kenny Shirtlift with the serve. Nice pass by the number 2, up to number 13. Pretty nice bump by number 15. To the side of Lauren Furlong. And a nice hit by Natasha Messa.
Great save there.
Yeah. And she did right into the net, resulting in the Buccaneers getting that point and them retaking the lead.
That was a nice attempt by the Fulton player, but they couldn't quite get it.
Here's Kenny Shirtlift for the serve. Another nice pass by number 2. Bump pass by Natasha Meza over to Lauren Furlong. Another nice hit by Claire Culleton. And they couldn't really quite get the handling on it, resulting in the Bucks coming in with lead of 4-2. Man, these students are really pumped up, aren't they, Jake?
Yeah, they absolutely are, and Fulton's also sporting a very big student section tonight, so this gymnasium is absolutely electric.
A nice pass by number 22, Sarah Bracco, over to Natasha Meza with a nice hit. Little bump pass over to Kenny Shirtlift. So one for long. Not really quite a set she really wanted.
Oswego still maintains their lead here, though. Very narrow lead in the beginning of this game, as neither team is able to stretch away.
He's number 11 with the serve. Pretty nice serve by her, resulting in the ace.
Nice attempt there, and the lead that the Oswego Buccaneers had built up is already gone.
But it is still tied, so there's something for. Hit by Claire Cullen.
Nice.
That was a really hard hit. Here's Claire with the serve. Nice serve over to the side by her. Hard hit ball by number 15. Oh, nice kill by Natasha Meza. And she is fired up.
Great play
and
there
so's
by
the rest of the crowd.
And it was all set up there by that great block.
Yeah. Here's the serve. Well, it looks like now the full crowd is starting to get into it, cheering on their players. And the Oswego crowd answers right back.
The Buccaneers again take a lead, but it's a very small lead.
And here's Mallory Hayter with a serve. It looks like there was a confusion on that play between those two. But they regroup right back, and resulting in them getting a kill, and resulting in them getting another 2-point lead.
And sometimes you'd rather be lucky than good.
Yeah, guess so.
And we've already seen a couple power players coming out here. Clara Coulton coming out already. Natasha Meza both coming out really strong in the beginning of this game. If that trend continues, there's no reason the Buccaneers can't blow them away.
And here's Lauren Furlong with a serve. Pretty nice serve by her. A tip by the Fulton, which the Oswego couldn't recuperate, resulting in them getting the point. Tasha Meza with a bump over to Lauren Furlong. A kill right into the net by Rachel Gunn.
She just couldn't quite get it over the net.
Nope. And here's
Once
number
again.
15, Nicole Hasten with a serve. Pretty nice hard hit serve. Looks like number 16, Adeline Benjamin, hit it right into the net.
The Red Raiders get their first lead of the night.
Too hard of a hit serve by her, resulting in the score becoming tied once again. Looks like there's a substitution on the floor. Looks like Katie Shirley is coming out for a brief lifer.
The Buccaneers look like they have a deeper bench than the Fulton Red Raiders. Do you think that'll come into play at some point in the game?
Of course, there's some players not doing so good, or they're just getting really tired. At least they have like a good bench player, a good bench to help them take this lead back from the Red Raiders.
The Oswego fans are silenced here as the Fulton Red Raiders maintain their lead.
Nice hit by number 4, Bree Pfeiffer. Looks like Rachel got hit it, and it just looks like it hit right off her arm and it hit out. And here's number 16, Adeline Benjamin with the serve. Well, it looks like that's an ace for her.
And it's just a great play off the serve.
That was a really hard hit ball.
Not only does she prove to be one of the premier basketball players on the girls team during the winter, also an amazing volleyball player.
Of course. Here's the serve. Hit right up to the libero number 2. Nice hard hit ball, but that's hit right to Bree Pfeiffer. And here's Natasha. Oh. Claire Cullen with a kill. And there goes Oswego taking another 2-point lead.
As we've seen already in this game, though, the 2-point leads don't stay fast.
Yeah. Here's Benjamin again with the serve. Looks like she couldn't keep that mojo with her and hit the ball right out.
And the fans seem to be having a little bit of a disagreement.
Yeah, I say so.
Ball bumped up.
Here's to number 2. Over to the center, and a hard hit. A ball hit by up to the center to Rachel Gunn. A little hand pass by Natasha Meza. Dig
Great
by
play.
Bree Pfeiffer. And another hard hit ball by Claire Carlton. Resulting in the Oswego point.
That was a great volley to watch. It just seemed beautifully fluent.
Like I said before, these teams are pretty equally matched, so hopefully we'll be seeing a lot of those great volleys here tonight. And here's number 12, Rachel Gunn with the serve. That was a nice flow serve by her.
A
What
great play by Fulton
Yeah,
there.
what a great play by Fulton. It looks like she couldn't really get her footing in, and just went right down at her feet.
It's once again a 1-point game.
And here's number 2, Carly Kearns, which is, by the way, the libero. Here's her serve. Nice float serve by here, but it hits right back to Natasha Meza. Over to Claire Cullen with another hard hit ball. Looks like the block out there, and that's a pretty nice block.
Looks like the Buccaneers came away with a point on that.
Oh, pardon me, it looks like it was a Buccaneers point. Sorry about that, folks. Here's Kennedy Shirtliff with the serve. That was a nice serve by her. Looks like number 15 couldn't really get it above over the net.
Buccaneers
And she
point
does look
away.
like one of the tallest players on their team, so hopefully, for the Red Raiders' sake, she can hopefully get the ball over the net. Here's Shirtliff for the serve. Right up to the libero number 2. Like I said before, just like I said, that's what the Red Raiders need for them. Getting number 15 hit that ball right over the net.
And that was just a great ball by Fulton. Cut it right inside the line. Not much the Oswego players could do about it.
No, that was a really good hit by her too as well. Looks like the Oswego coach is pretty fired up about that play. Here's Fulton with the serve. Hits right to the net, and the Buccaneers get their point right back.
And you know, I understand where the coaches come from. You know, you practice all week, you get them set where you want, and all you can do in the game time is hope they do what you want.
Yeah. And it adds to the stakes because, well, this is a sectional game. If you win or you go home. Looks like she couldn't really get her hands around that block and resulted in her hitting it right back to the right side. And here's Fulton with the serve. Nice dig by Natasha Meza over to Lauren Furlong. Looks like a little tip by Adeline Benjamin. Man, these tips keep coming, but that was a really nice dig by Natasha Meza. Oh, and Fulton keeps it alive, but it hits out of bounds, resulting in the Oswego point.
Unbelievable play there by Fulton to keep it alive, but it wasn't good in the end.
Yeah, they've had a lot of those where they've just been out of it, but they still managed to get the ball right over the net. And there's a timeout by Fulton. And just like what the crowd's saying, the Fulton players are rattled. What do you think their coach is saying to them right now, Jake?
You know, when you're in sort of like a group, a timeout, you really want to regroup your team. You know, you're going down by 3 points. This is one of the first. I think this is the first 3-point lead we've seen in the game. And when that starts happening, you might start to see a set slip away from your team. You want to regroup them, get them focused, maybe make an adjustment to what the other team is doing, and just get your technique set.
I couldn't agree more. It looks like both benches are ready for them to start playing. And here's a serve by Oswego. Right over to number 2 on the Fulton side. And once again, number 15 takes the ball. There's Natasha Meza with a nice bump. Looks like that little, she just gave it a little tap, but they still managed to get the point.
You know, sometimes the little taps, it's just right, you know.
Here's Fulton with a serve. Very nice serve by number 15 on the Fulton side. Over to Lauren Furlong. And a nice hit by Adeline Benjamin. It looks like a tip by Fulton, but it was out, so it looks like Fulton's going to get the point. And it looks like the Fulton crowd really isn't agreeing with that call by the official. Do you think it was out, Jake?
It's controversial call, and from my angle, it looked like it was in to me, for me, but you know, the referee's right above it. And in the end, he's got the final decision, so.
And here's one of the seniors, Natasha Meza, about to get her serve. Over to Sarah Del Bracco, past the Lord Furlong. Looks like Benjamin really couldn't hit that ball a little bit too hard, and it just hit right into the Fulton student section.
You know, I just heard Coach Ahart talking, and he was telling his players to communicate out there, and that's really an important aspect of any sport. But if you're not talking, you're not winning.
There's Rachel Gotten. Which hit it right to net. You know, she's been doing that a little bit during this game, during this set. Here's Oswego with this, his partner, Fulton with the serve. Benjamin with a hit, and that was a nice kill by Benjamin.
Great play there by Oswego.
And here's Oswego serve. It's a little barrel number 2, right to the setter. Looks like Oswego had to get that block on. The block worked pretty nicely.
2 blocks.
Nice blocks by those two on the Oswego side.
Absolutely outstanding play by the blockers.
If you're just tuning in, Oswego was winning against the Red Raiders 19-16. Over to Tasha Meza, so Lauren Furlong, and a hit by number 4, Bree Pfeiffer. It looks like a nice tip by the Fulton. Looks like it just hit right off her arm, resulting in the ball going straight down.
And sometimes, regardless of who's playing, it's just a joy to watch volleyball. When you see a good volley like that, and it's so fluid, it's just fun to watch.
Yeah, with 2 evenly matched teams like this, it's just really fun to watch, like you've been saying.
And the atmosphere here in David E. Powers Gymnasium's outstanding. The Fulton student section really showing up. The Oswego student section, while being a little bit larger because they are the home team, it makes it a little bit more exciting.
Yeah, it really does. Adding to the environment, hopefully these players are going to get riled up by both student sections. Toss measure with a back row attack. Over to the toss measure, over to Lauren Furlong. Nice hit by Clara Cullerton. Looks like the blocker, Clara Cullerton and Rachel Guy, couldn't really get that block closed, resulting in the ball going right down. And once again, the score is tied, 19-19.
Yeah, like we've been saying, the leads just haven't been sticking tonight.
Nice dig by Bree Pfeiffer over to Lauren Furlong. The hit by Clara Cullen. Nice hand pass by Natasha Meza. And a hit by Bree Pfeiffer. Looks like they tried to get up that block, but looks like it hit off right of their hands, resulting in the ball going to the right side. And for the first time in a while, Fulton has retaken the lead.
And I don't know if it was just that play, but it looks like the front line of Oswego had been having a little bit of a disagreement up there. Might have just been a lack of communication. But as we can see, they went right back at it and scored another point.
Once again, it is tied.
An incredibly close set here.
And here's number 12, Rachel Gunn with the serve. Looks like she really shanked that pass, but looks like they're trying to recuperate. Great effort by the Fulton team.
Yeah, great effort there. That's what you like to see. As their coach especially, even though they didn't get the point, you like to see that they're putting in the effort.
And Oswego has retaken the lead. Here's Rachel Gunn with the serve. Nice float serve by her. And here she is with the dig over to Lauren Furlong. A nice hit by Claire Culleton. Ooh, nice hard hit by the Fulton team. It looks like number 12 shanked the pass, but great effort by Lauren Furlong, the setter of Oswego, staying with that ball and trying to get it over to her teammates.
Again, that goes back to that effort, you know. I don't think Coach Ahart's going to have a problem with that.
Fulton with the serve. But she hit it just a little bit too hard. It looks like Oswego was just about to hit it, but they came to their senses and let the ball go out. Here's number 11, Kenny Schiller for the serve. And just like that, it's gone back to tie with dual hard hit serves.
And the David E. Powers Gymnasium is now filled to the brim. Whoever wins this set is going to send the gym erupting.
Hard hit ball at Claire Culleton. And Fulton couldn't recuperate. Oh, that ball just shanked right out to the, I think it hit the referee in the foot. And here's number 9 with the serve. Looked like the setter had a pretty good idea to just tap it right over and play the ball, but the Fulton libero has been really trying her hardest out there. Looks like another timeout by the Fulton Red Raiders.
And, you know, when it's 24-22, the Oswego Buccaneers have an opportunity to win the set here. And Fulton's really got to do something special to come back here. They're down a 2-point lead, and we've seen them. That's been nothing this game. 2-point leads are nothing, but it's 24-22, and they just took a timeout. You think they're a little bit rattled?
I think they might be a little bit. You know, the home student section is pretty loud right now, and I can tell me they are, from where we're sitting, they've been really loud. So I can imagine it's getting into the opposing players' heads, and I bet their coach is just telling them, try to recuperate, ignore that student section, and just try your hardest, because we know we can win this game.
And now for us here on the sideline even, the gymnasium is very loud, and it's very hard to communicate just here. Out on the court, it must be impossible to hear each other.
Yeah, of course. And here's Oswego with the serve. Over to number 2. Oh, a nice dig by Natasha Meza to keep that ball alive. It looks like that's a kill by her, and Oswego wins the first set, 25-22.
The Buccaneers were they just outworked them in that thing. I think at the end of that set, what it came down to was which team was willing to work for it more. And Oswego got lucky a couple times, a couple hits that hit the net, but you know, sometimes a little luck goes your way.
Yeah, like I said before this game started, these two teams are evenly matched, and it showed. Oswego only won by 3 points.
And now I'd like to touch on a couple players. Lauren Furlong, she's been doing great. She's had some amazing plays. She's setting her team up really well. Is there any power players you think are really going to take this game to the next level for either team?
No, I think on Oswego that, besides Lauren Furlong, who you just mentioned before, Natasha Meza, she's been digging the ball pretty well so far. And she's only shanked like 1-2 passes, but overall, she's been pretty dynamic for the Oswego team.
Now, I touched on it earlier, that the Oswego bench is a little bit deeper than the Fulton bench. And
considerably.
As you go farther into the game, how much of a factor really is that?
You know, like I said before, since Oswego's bench is deeper, if like starting players get a little tired, they can rely on that bench to pick them up and hopefully win them that set. While Fulton, they have just about only a couple bench players, so if some of their stars get tired or hurt, I'm not sure if those bench players can really step up like.
Now both teams got a break here for the in between sets. Well, what do you think the Fulton coach is going to do to try and change up his technique or his team's technique, try and get back in the second set?
I'd say they maybe change out a little positions, maybe hit the ball less hard, because when they were serving, they hit the ball out a lot, and when they're going up for their kills, they hit the ball considerably out. So maybe it's saying try to hit the ball less hard. Or
and we've seen a lot of them. They go up and look like they're going to kill the ball, and then they just tap it over a little bit, and that's had some great success here against Oswego. But sometimes Oswego come up with a crappy play. I'm sorry, and you know that's what happened. We got about a minute here left till the set starts. The second set is about to get underway here. Oswego starting out with the ball.
It looks like we're just underway for the second set. And here's Oswego with the serve. We're back to number 2. And a nice hard hit ball by the Fulton team. But Oswego gets the ball right back and looks like she didn't put. Looks like Benjamin didn't really push the ball hard enough.
You know, sometimes mistakes happen, but in a crucial game like this, you really don't want it to happen, especially coming out the first volley of a set.
Here's Fulton with a serve. Nice serve by number 2. Nice block by Claire Calden, number 9.
She's had some great blocks over today. She's really playing the net well.
Yeah, she's been playing overall. She's been playing well. Here's number 12, Rich Gunn with the serve. Nice hard hit serve by her. Looks like nice dig by her as well. A nice bump pass by number 9.
Oh.
It looks like Fulton had the right idea to tip it over because Oswego was not that well prepared.
A little bit of miscommunication there. The player who had been standing behind the front line actually had a better shot at getting that, but the ball was tipped out.
And here's Fulton with the serve. Nice hard hit ball by Clara Colleton. No, she's been getting the ball a lot today. Do you think that's going to change her approach since she's been getting the ball a lot more?
You know, the more you have the ball, the better your chance of winning.
Over to number 2. Looks like a nice tip by Fulton. And it looks like miscommunication on the Oswego side.
Yeah,
Excuse me.
That's been a couple of times already in the second set that they've had some miscommunication. I saw a couple disagreements earlier along the front line, but they look like they ironed it out towards the end of the set. Maybe the issues are coming back up.
And here's number 4 on the Fulton side with a serve. Nice dig by Tasmasha. It looks like number 5 on the Fulton side hit it right into the net. And here's Oswego with the serve. Looks like the Fulton's been doing a lot of tipping this past game.
Yeah, just like we were talking about in between sets, you know, trying to kill the ball and going deep with it wasn't working, so might as well tip. And after watching the miscommunication between Oswego's front line and the people in their back, you know, it's a great strategy.
And here's number 15 with the serve, Nicole Hasten.
Great save there.
Oh, nice dig by number 5 on the Fulton side.
And just great plays there by both teams. They're both really trying hard for that. But Fulton just got, you know, they got the last hit.
Here's Fulton, Nicole with the serve. Good dig by Tash Meza. Looks like Lauren Fulton put it right over the net.
And the Fulton player out there looks a little bit shocked that that was called in, but from where we were sitting, that was clearly inbounds.
That was inbounds. Like, I understand how she couldn't receive that. Because where we're sitting, we have a pretty nice view of the boundary lines. Here's Oswego with the serve. A hard hit ball by the Fulton, but they just hit a little bit too hard, resulting in Oswego getting that point.
Like we were talking about, that seems to be a recurring issue. Every time they try and go deep with it, it's overshot.
And here's Lauren Furlong with the serve. Over to number 4, on the full side.
Another one hit right out of bounds. the Fulton student section has been a little bit quiet in this set. They haven't really been
folks.
cheering like they were in the first set.
Yeah, I can see because most of them looks like are sitting down, but some of them are sitting up. So they still have not lost hope.
And a bad serve there by Oswego gives the point away, and the game is again tied.
Here's number 13, Donna Aiken with a serve. That was a nice hit hard ball by Fulton. Oswego couldn't really take it.
And after a cheer by the Oswego fan section, they're now all standing quiet as the Fulton Red Raiders put a point up.
Nice hard hit ball by Claire Cullen. That was just right down the middle too. And the score is once again tied.
And these games, this game continues to be just very, very close.
And here is senior Natasha Meza about to hit their serve.
One of the power players in this game. With a great serve there.
No, Claire, number 60 has been really consistent, but a couple times she's hit the ball in the net, so we can forgive her for that for a little bit.
Fulton once again with the ball, ready to serve and a lead.
Here's number 5 with the serve. Bump pass by Lauren Furlong over to Bree Pfeiffer with a nice hit. Nice dig by Natasha Meza, but it looks like number 16 didn't really know where the ball was.
I'm wondering if that was again miscommunication on the front line. It looks like she saw the ball and hesitated as another player also ran towards it.
Yeah, on both teams, miscommunication has been a real big factor in the lead.
And just like I said earlier, if you're not talking, you're not gonna be winning.
It looks like Oswego is taking their first time out of the game.
You know, Fulton's got a 3-point lead. We saw this last set where Oswego had a 3-point lead and Fulton took a timeout. You really got to, in a game this close and this important, you really have to keep a mindset.
Yeah.
And if you let that mindset slip at all, your game could just slide right downhill.
We saw it with Fulton last set as well. So you know what can happen to Oswego as well.
Oswego, of course, we touched on it multiple times, and I like to touch on it again. Their bench is deeper, so if certain players aren't performing as well as the coach would like, they have substitutes.
That's something that Fulton really doesn't have. They have about like 3-4 people on their bench, so if someone gets tired, obviously they're screwed.
Maybe if you run it quick, get a lot of rotation in the game, you won't expend as much energy.
Here's Fulton with the serve. Nice bump pass by Sarah Del Braco, also one of the seniors. Nice hard hit ball by Fulton.
Again, with miscommunication there in the back line. Nobody was really sure who was going to hit the ball.
And more miscommunication on the Oswego side. Seemed like that's been one of the key factors, having Fulton taking their lead. And this is the biggest lead we see by Fulton yet.
And again, Fulton rocketing a ball right out of bounds. Been a pretty common occurrence in the second set here.
Here's number 60 on the Oswego side with a serve.
Inbounds.
That was just barely in, but still it is in, resulting in Oswego getting the point.
It was just a great serve. The score 9-11 here at David E. Powers Gymnasium. And both fan sections are on their feet.
Another nice serve by number 16 on the Oswego. Okay, pass by Natasha Meza over to Lauren Furlong. A nice hit by Bree Pfeiffer. And again, Claire Colton getting the ball. And it looks like number 13 on the Fulton side couldn't really get the ball up enough to make it go over the net.
No, it was an adamant try there, and that's really what you're looking for because you've been hitting so many balls out. You just want to try and get it shallow there. I really think one of the keys to Fulton winning this set is going to be capitalizing on the miscommunication between Oswego.
Oh, what a nice block by Oswego. And just as fast as lead came, it is now gone.
Leads have not been sticking in this game whatsoever.
Nice serve by Oswego. Looks like a little miscommunication on the Fulton side. If you're just tuning in, the Oswego Buccaneers are beating Fulton with a score of 12-11 in the first set, with Oswego winning the first set. Oswego with a serve. Looks like number 2 couldn't really get her hands around that.
Great play there by Fulton, or a good effort, rather.
Yeah, and it looks like Fulton's called their first time out of the set. So now, it seems like the tides have turned here at the gym.
Yeah, and it's a lot about what we touched about just a few minutes ago when Oswego had called their timeout. It's all mental state in these games that when it's so close. Like even if one person's mental state starts to slip, you have to just take some time, regroup, and come back out there. Look, Fulton had just taken the timeout. They didn't spend a lot of time out there. It was just enough time to get them all calmed down again and really get their mindset back. As the players are now returning to the court, here's starting to open up again the second set. Buccaneers leading the Fulton Red Raiders 13-11. Buccaneers are up 1-0. Play is about to resume here.
Here's Benjamin with a serve. Nice bump pass by number 2, the libero. It's been a while since Fulton's got the ball over the net. And another hard hit ball by Clara Culleton. And a hard hit ball by Bree Pfeiffer. Yeah, Oswego's been, Fulton's done pretty well getting the ball back over the net this set. It looks like the foul pole just fell off and we're gonna have a replay.
We don't see that every day.
Looks like we're having a little break while the officials fix it, and just as soon as it came down, it's back up.
And with that situation out of the way, we're about to get underway here.
And here's the second play. Here's the second time we've had to do this. It looks like the Fulton hit it out, resulting in the Bucks regaining their 3-point lead. Looks like these 3-point leads have been going on and off from Oswego back to Fulton to Oswego to Fulton. Another serve by Oswego. It looks like she just hit it a little bit too hard right there.
And the Fulton Red Raiders again looking to close the lead on Oswego. Game's kind of like
number
a pendulum.
2, Carly Kearns with the serve. Nice pass by Bree Pfeiffer over to Lauren Furlong. With a hard hit ball by Clara Culleton, regaining that ball back from the block. And another hard hit ball by Bree Pfeiffer. Looks like Clara Culleton and Bree Pfeiffer have been pretty well their star players here in this set so far.
Again, miscommunication among Oswego almost cost them a point.
Nice dig by Natasha Mazda over to Lauren Furlong. And a nice kill by Clara Culleton. That was a really good volley, wasn't it, Jake?
That was a great volley to watch. Clara she's just playing an outstanding game here all the way around between blocks and just grabbing points for her team. You know, it's just a great net presence.
Nice serve by Oswego. And another hard hit kill by Clara Culleton. She's been overwhelmingly the star of the game so far. Looks like there's a sub on the Fulton side.
Buccaneers with I believe the first 4-point lead of the game.
I might be as well. Here's number 12, Rachel Gunn with the serve. Nice flow serve by her. Looks like she couldn't really close the block on that.
That was great patience there by the Fulton player, waiting for the block to go up, and then just tapping the ball over. And here we are again with a 3-point lead. A little more customary of this game.
I think there's yet to be a 5-point lead in all this game, including last set and this one.
Yeah, that's really how I like to watch my games when they're really close.
Here's number 16 on the full inside with a serve. It looked like there was also more miscommunication on the full inside. That's been a pretty big factor here during these last 2 sets.
Yep. And we're seeing Oswego coming out with some big plays here, and they're really starting to take a hold of this second set. Of course, with it all on the line, it tends to make you play a little bit harder.
Looks like there seems to be a little bit of miscommunication, not just with the players, but it looks like the officials who are taking the score right now.
And speaking of miscommunication, I think the Oswego's front line's kind of got it ironed out now. They haven't really been messing up with the ball as much, and they've really gotten it narrowed down to one person that's going to touch the ball instead of 2 people running at it.
Well, it's good for them, so hopefully their errors will diminish, and they can maybe get a bigger lead and then maybe just 4 points.
Oswego obviously looking to grab this second set here, give an opportunity to win the game early.
And just like we were saying, miscommunication on the Oswego side.
Both fan sections have seemed to calm down a little bit here in the middle of the second set. Oswego pulling away slightly here might be a factor.
Here's number 4 on Fulton with the serve. Nice job by Natasha Meza to adjust to that hit. And that was a nice kill by on the Fulton side, and the lead Oswego's lead has diminished to 2, only 2 now.
A nice hit there, just putting it in the back corner where no one was. Great placement of the ball.
Here's number 4, Mallory Harder with the serve. Over to Selda Bracco. And Laura Furlong puts it right over the net.
It was a nice try to just catch him off guard.
Gotta expect the unexpected sometimes.
I'd like to see a few more of those tips that they were doing earlier from people like Clara. She's been killing the ball every single time she's going up. She's been trying to drive it back deep. Maybe that last block might have been because they just expected it to go deep.
And Oswego's lead has now gone. The score is now Oswego 17, Fulton 17. Here's number 4 with the serve. Yeah, miscommunication. It looks like numerous people are going for the ball, and they're just hitting it right to the wall instead of right to the...
And the Buccaneers just handed away their lead. The score now, Buccaneers 17, Fulton Red Raiders 18.
Nice hand pass to Tash Meza over to Lauren Furlong. And another hard hit ball by Clara Carlton.
I'm not quite sure on the call there, Nick.
I'm not quite sure either, but looks like the official saw something that we didn't, resulting in them Fulton getting a point.
No. The referees pick for sectional games are very experienced, so I'm sure he knows a little bit that we don't.
Yeah. And a nice block by Clara Carlton. Here's Oswego with a serve. Oh, she hit that ball really hard. Number 15. Went right between, I think, 2-3 people on the Oswego side.
And Fulton again with a 2-point lead. Haven't seen a 2-point lead for Fulton since I believe the first set.
Most likely. Oswego's been pretty good this game, but the lead has diminished. Looks like Fulton's lead's only down to 1 since that missed serve.
Oswego needs a good serve here in order to stay in this.
Here's number 5 Furlong with a serve. Over number 4, and it looks like that is an ace for number 5.
And they needed a good serve, and that was just what they got.
And the score is yet again tied, 20-20. Here's Furlong with a serve. It looks like number 4 just hit it right over the net with a nice dig. Number 12, Rachel Gotton, hit it. She tried to hit it right over the net, but it hit the pole.
That was great effort there, though. Well, you can say sometimes it doesn't go your way.
Here's number 13, Donna Aiken with the serve. Looks like she couldn't really get that ball up, and resulting in an ace for her. Another timeout for Oswego.
And again,
so Jake, what do you think the Oswego coach is telling them?
Again, I've said it multiple times this game. It seems like every time we take a timeout, I'm coming back to the same fundamental idea that it's all about a mindset, you know?
Yeah, I can agree.
They've gone down. It's very, very close to the set ending, and they're down by 2 points, which in this game means absolutely nothing. 2 points goes away just like that. And, you know, he's just trying to get him back into that mindset. Calm down. And I think he's going to be looking for a lot more. He's trying to look for the back of Fulton as they seem to be missing in the back line a lot.
Yeah, their pads have been really getting up there, and they've been hitting right down the back. Here's Fulton with a serve. Nice dig by Natasha Meza over to Lauren Furlong. A nice hard hit ball by Benjamin. Yet again, another hard hit ball by her. Number 16. Nice big die, Kennedy Shearlift over to Natasha Meza with a hard hit ball. Over to Lauren Furlong. That was nice hit. One shoot there. And she hit it right to the net, and now Fulton's lead is only back down to 1.
And the Buccaneers making a 1-point game again.
Here's Natasha Meza with a serve. And that's an ace for her. And now the score is back to tied.
And just like I said, the 2-point leads in this game have meant nothing.
It looks like right back now, Fulton has called their final timeout.
And it's one of those things, you know, the game's so close, just calm it down. And especially I think it might be, this timeout might be a little bit more about Fulton trying to get some rest in as they have a much more shallow bench. Yeah, Fulton has a much more shallow bench, so they might be using these timeouts as an extra bonus, as getting some rest time for their players.
Yeah, the bench really is that big, so whatever rest these Fulton players can get, they really need it.
Whereas Oswego play the same few players. They haven't really dug into their bench that much, so if we come into the later sets, Oswego's going to have a clear advantage in just fitness.
What if Oswego star players keep playing like they're playing right now? I don't see why not. They can just finish out the game. Here's number 15 with a serve. Nice hard hit serve by her. Here's Meza over to Furlong. Hard hit ball by Meza. Looks like she just hit it out, and Fulton's got a 1-point lead.
It almost looks like she caught that off the side of her hand, where it just shanked out.
Here's number 5 with the serve. Nice dig by Bree Pfeiffer. And back over to her with another hit hard ball. And that is a kill. And it is once again tied.
I said it earlier and I'll say it again. Sometimes it pays to be lucky.
Here's number 16, Adeline Benjamin with the serve. Nice take by number 2 on the Fulton side, over to number 15. And some miscommunication over, again, more miscommunication by Oswego.
From where I'm sitting, it almost looked like the Oswego player tipped it, and that's what caused the ball to go out there.
Here's number 2 with the serve. Nice take by number 4 over by Meza. Number 2 dig with this. Oh, nice block by Clara Colton.
A great play. And this is all tied. 24-24 in the second set.
And they just can't go to 25. They have to have a 2-point lead to win this set. Looks like Richard has yet again missed
and a bad serve. That is not what you like to see. With a game this close, a bad serve could be pivotal.
And Fulton now only needs 1 more point to get it back to tied. Here's number 16 with a serve. Nice take by Bree Pfeiffer over to Lauren Furlong. And a great kill by Clara Colton. It is back to tie.
An absolute heater of a ball.
She has been pretty dynamic, hasn't she, Jake?
And that was a great attempt by number 2 on Fulton. Carly Kearns really putting in a lot of effort there, but the ball was just coming in too fast.
And here's Oswego Candy Shirley for the serve. Nice take by number 2 on there. And Oswego gets the point. She looks like she hit the dig a little bit too hard and went right to net, and the setter couldn't really get to the ball. And here's Oswego with a game point. And that's an ace for her, and Oswego takes a lead 2-0. Man, that was a really good game, wasn't it, Jake?
That was a great set, and just that was an amazing serve. Put it right where they needed it to go, and it's just unfortunate that the Fulton Red Raiders player couldn't grab the ball. All right, and we will be back in just a second when the third set is back on. Back here at the David E. Powers Gymnasium. If you're just tuning in, I'm Jake Bonai alongside Nick Mazuka. And
Really
what do you think about this game?
You know, these leads have been undescribable because they've been going back and forth between each team. And Oswego right now does have a two-set lead, and that can easily change because both these teams are evenly matched.
That last set was incredibly close. And I'd love to see a third set here just as close as the last one.
Yeah, I'd love to see that as well because we had to go to extra points.
Both fan sections are once again on their feet.
Looks like Cerro del Braco, this libero couldn't really quite get their hands on the ball.
And it was a nice play there, just like last set where Fulton tried to do the same thing, but sometimes the ball is just coming in too fast and it doesn't work.
It looked like a little miscommunication on the Oswego side, but they still get the ball over the net, so that just counts the same. It looks like number 5, Lauren Fulton, couldn't really get to the ball in time, and
nice little cross there, straight across the court, and it really tricked the Oswego players. They thought it was going to go straight down the center, but it didn't.
Pfeiffer with the pass over to Lauren Furlong. Nice crossover by Clara Carlton. Pass by Richard Godin over to Lauren Furlong. Yet again, another hit by Clara Carlton. Tasha Meza over to Lauren. Another hit by Clara. This time it just looks like it hits right at the top of the net. And the Fulton Raiders now have a 4-point lead over Oswego.
And a dominating start to this set. The Fulton Red Raiders not giving Oswego anything.
Fulton's not going down without a fight.
Do you think this one could go all the way?
No, it's hard to say right now. Fulton's playing really well so far. But Oswego, I know Oswego has a pretty deep bench. So right now, it's really hard to say.
Out.
And a nice kill by Clara Carlton.
And from where we were
first point of the set.
From where we were sitting, I absolutely thought that ball was out.
Same. From where.
But I thought we were going to see the first 5-point lead of the game, but Oswego's looking to claw it back here. Of course, Oswego, the higher seed in the sectional tournament.
And here's number 12, Rach Cowan, the serve. And she really hasn't been getting her serves in. What do you think's going through her mind right now?
You know, there's got to be a lot of things going through their minds. It's a really big game. You know, every little thing you do is crucial in a game. In a game this close and this important, really everything is going to be stressed in your mind.
A nice serve by Fulton. On Oswego, nice point by Oswego. Looks like there seems to be a substitution.
Great block there.
Is coming in for Bree Pfeiffer.
We knew she was going to be a power player in this game, but we didn't think she was going to be this pivotal.
Nah, neither did I, Jake. Neither did I. And here's number 11, Kenny Shirtliff for the serve. Oh, and a nice ace by her.
And the ball went right out of the gymnasium.
Just as quick, Fulton's lead of 5 points came. Now they're only up by 1.
The Buccaneers clawing their way back in this set. And it seems like every set we've seen, one team comes out roaring, and the other one's kind of a little bit lackadaisical, and then they just find that ambition to get back into it.
Nice hard hit ball by Tosh Meza, number 15. A nice dig by Cerro del Braco, one of the seniors here tonight. Looks like the crowd is saying double touch.
It absolutely looks like it, Nick.
Oh, way to stay with it by number 5, Lauren Furlong. And a good job by Oswego with keeping with that ball and not letting it go out.
What a play by Fulton. That last play by Fulton was incredible.
Here's Meza with a hit. This has been a really good volley, so And Fulton gets a point just as soon as I said it. But that's probably one of, if not the best volleys of the game so far today.
And it just looked like both teams experienced an entire season in one volley. It had some ups, it had some downs, it had a heartbreaker in the end.
Nice dig by number 11 over to Claire Colleton. Nice kill by her. I'd say she's been one of the most dynamic players on Oswego so far this game, and she's really stepped up at a time when her team needs her to. And here she is with the serve. Over to Lauren Furlong. And a hard hit ball by Benjamin. Looks like it just died right when it hit her arms. And Oswego has tied the game to 6-6.
That was a great play there.
It is the third set of the semifinal match of volleyball. The Oswego is 6 and Fulton is 6, and Oswego leads by 2 sets. Looks like there's a call against Fulton, and now Oswego has retaken the lead.
And it looks like Clara's got a little bit of sweat on her brow. She's been working very, very hard for her team. And do you think there's any risk of her going out of the game?
Well, I don't see it so far. She's been really good today, and I don't see why she'd be coming out of the game.
And it could be, as we speak of that, she goes out of the game.
Well, would you look at that?
It looks like Oswego just wants to get her a little rest. They can see the same thing we're seeing, some physical exhaustion. And of course, they got that very deep bench.
Nice dig by Natasha Meza.
The ball up.
Oh,
a nice tip.
Natasha. Oh, that was a hard hit ball by number 5 on the Fulton side, but Oswego retakes it. Looks like it is Fulton's point. Here's number 4 on Fulton side with the serve.
And a bad serve gives Oswego a point and ties the game up. And you know, at the end of the day, whichever team goes here losing, they're gonna have some players who are going through little plays like that where maybe I messed up a serve here, and they're gonna see it in their head for years to come, and they're gonna want those plays back.
As well. Just 1 minute serve, it can end the season.
This game is just so close, it's impossible to call.
Here's Fulton with the serve. Looks like a little missed hand pass by Kenny Sherliff, but Oswego recuperates and gets the ball right over the net. Oh, waiting for number 5 Lauren Furlong to stay with that ball. Looks like Kenny Sherliff hit the ball a little too soft.
Great effort there. There's nothing their coach can say about that one. They put their whole hearts into that play, even though they didn't get the ball over. You know, you can't really ask for more as a coach.
Here's yet again Fulton with the serve. Nice dig by Kenny Sherliff over to Lauren Furlong. And a nice hit ball by Caroline Benjamin. I couldn't quite tell what the call was. What do you think, Jake?
I'm not quite sure, but as I said earlier, referees are very experienced. They're obviously a lot closer to the game, and they can see something we can't.
And here's number 15, Natasha Meza, about to get her serve. Looks like that was a little bit too hard. Looks like Oswego's been missing their serves quite a bit.
It's plagued both teams throughout these games. Neither team's quite had that good of a serve.
And here's number 13, Donna Aiken, for Fulham with the serve. Dig by Bree Pfeiffer over to Lauren Furlong. Looks like there's a little miscommunication, but Oswego did get the ball over the net.
And we saw some miscommunication problems earlier in the game. Well, let's hope those don't come back for Oswego, because those seemed very detrimental during that second set when they let their lead slip.
Here's number 16, Airline Benjamin with the serve. And it is another missed serve. Oswego has been missing their serve. Like I've been saying, Oswego has been missing their serves. And hopefully if they win tonight, that's something they can improve upon for their next game. Fight for the dig over to Lauren Furlong. That was pretty hard hit ball, but just a little bit over to the left and resulting in it being out.
Every little inch on this court matters. You know, a couple inches to the right and that would have been in.
So no Brock with the dig over to Lauren Furlong. A nice kill by Claire Colden, number 9 for Oswego. Now Oswego is only down by 2. As you can see, 2-point leads don't really stick around for that long.
Yeah, we haven't seen a 2-point lead stick for the entire game.
Here's number 14 with serve, and another missed serve by Oswego. I'm telling you, their coach probably is not happy with this.
You know, you practice all week, and that's one of the things you really stress is you got to get a good serve in order to start the game. And if you can't serve it over the net, you're going to have a hard time winning the games.
Here's B5 for the dig for Lauren Furlong. Nice hard hit ball by Claire Colleton. Oswego has got the point. Although Oswego has been missing their serves, the front row players have been really getting those skills and getting those points for Oswego.
You know, it's the little things like missing a serve that can add up to a bigger end game, you know?
Couldn't agree more.
Nick has just taken the ball out of my hands.
You know, I couldn't resist. I
He
had
robbed
to get
me.
a little piece of the action. Here's Fulton with the serve. Nice take by Natasha Mesa. Dig by Kenny Shirliff over Lauren Furlong. With a nice hard hit ball by number 9, Claire Colton. It looks like Fulton's had a little trouble getting over, but they do get the ball over the net.
Great play there by Fulton.
Oh, looks like she's just tried. She put her hand out, and she did end up hitting the ball, but it just went right back
I'm
down.
not quite sure if that one was on purpose or not.
And here's number 11 for Fulton with another serve. Nice hand pass by number 11, Kenny Shirliff, over to number 9, Claire Colton. Like trying to get a dig, but looks like she just tried to push it over and resulting in her not getting in. Looks like Oswego's called a timeout, and I believe this is the biggest lead that Fulton's had yet today.
Yeah, it's a 5-point lead here. It's the first one we've seen all game. And this timeout's going to be really crucial for Oswego, I feel. If they can't get something going here, they might just drop a set.
That's something they really can't do right now. They'll have to win one more, but for Fulton, this is a must-win. For the rest of the game, it's going to be a must-win.
Obviously, that 2-set cushion that Oswego's built up gives them a little leeway to play around here, but you want to stick to those basic principles and try and drive the ball home. We're about to get underway here.
Yeah, nice dig by number 9 over the Lauren Furlong. And right back to number 9, who gets a pretty nice hard hit ball. Here's number 22 with a hand pass. Over to number 9. Looks like she got a little bit of net. And I guess I was correct. Looks like the Fulton side looked like they hit the net, and you cannot do that. Here's number 9, Claire Colleton with the serve. Well, nice nice up by Natasha Mesa way to keep that ball going, but it looks like it wasn't enough for them, and Oswego misses that point.
Fulton's maintaining that 5-point lead. You know, I'd have to say the 5-point lead might have been built up from Oswego just missing their serves.
I bet that's just eating them up inside right now, saying, oh, I could have had that, and I should have had that.
And it's the little things like that last play, just an accidentally messed up tip that could end up costing him in the end.
Okay, now this is the first 6-point lead we've seen this game. Fulton with a serve over to Kenny Shirliff. Someone Furlong to Adeline Benjamin. That ball is in, resulting in the kill, and Oswego just one step closer to reclaiming that lead.
Said it twice, say it again. Sometimes luck trumps skill.
Number 5 with the serve. Tasha Mesa with a ding. Look, nice shot by Lauren Furlong to stay with that ball. But I guess it was for Ale because Fulton gets the point.
Claire Coulton out of the game. So one of the big power players right now is sitting on the sideline. I can't imagine they'll keep her out for that long.
Looks like she couldn't stay with it. Looks like the ball just went over to the different side than she thought.
And the Fulton Red Raiders have accumulated a 7-point lead. They look to be dominating the third set.
Nice big by Sarah Bracco over Lauren Furlong. A nice hit by Claire Colton. Here's we're gonna take over a little set because Setter hit the ball first. Dig by her. And a hard hit ball by Tasha Meza. This is a nice volley going on right now, Jake. It looks like it just hit right off the side of her hand.
It's the little things. They're adding up here. Fulton's playing a better third set, and Oswego seems to be kind of crumbling a little bit.
Couldn't agree more, Jake. Little things. That was a really nice hard hit ball by her. She's probably been one of the second most important people to Oswego right now.
Yeah, it's definitely the Oswego net presence here has been outstanding tonight, and they're really some of the most pivotal players for the Oswego team.
And here's number 15, Natasha Meza with the serve. Nice full serve by her. Oh, that was a hard hit ball by the Fulton side. Although that was a nice stick, it looks like the center couldn't really focus on the ball. And now Fulton is only 2 points away from getting their first win tonight.
And it looks like a little bit of frustration starting to set in on Oswego. We saw a couple of flustered faces there.
Nice dig by Bree Pfeiffer over to Lauren Furlong. And Benjamin bumps it over to the nice tip by Fulton. It looks like, again, Oswego cannot recuperate. Now Fulton is only 1 point away from their first set.
Like we touched on earlier, it's a slippery slope once your mental state starts going down. You know, you start getting a little flustered, you make a bad play here, a bad play there, and they start adding up and costing you. And if your mental state doesn't kind of calm down again and you really get set back into your technique, it's going to end up costing you.
It looks like Fulton's just won their first set.
Oswego with the opportunity there to win the game, although they just lost. They dropped a set to Fulton, but every set from here on is a winner go home for Fulton. Oswego has that 1 set cushion still. And we're going to take a short break, and we'll be back when the 4th set starts. David E. Powers Gymnasium for the 4th set in the sectional matchup between your Oswego Buccaneers and the Fulton Red Raiders. Nick, what do you think's the key to winning this set?
You know, for Oswego, it's getting their serves in. The whole 3rd set, they were just missing serve after serve after serve. The other coach was probably telling them while we were on pop break, try to get your serves in, just keep getting those serves in, because we got a pretty good front row hitting those balls pretty hard. So as long as we get our serves in, we'll win this game tonight.
We're about to get underway here. Both student sections are back up on their feet, and they have made this an electrifying atmosphere here in the gymnasium of the Layton Elementary School. The Buccaneers just dropped the set to the Fulton Red Raiders. Fulton looked dominating in that last set. If they continue to play like that and Oswego doesn't change something, they're looking to grab another set here.
And here's number 16 on the Oswego side with the serve. Nice job by Fulton recuperating, giving the ball over the net. Oh, nice hard hit ball by Claire Colton, number 9. Looks like Bree Pfeiffer tried to tip the ball over. And a nice block by Claire Colton.
And again,
and it looks like the student section's really getting in and imitating her block.
Claire Colton out there, back out on the court after taking her break on the sidelines, and is already stepping up, one of the star players out there.
Nice hard hit ball by, looks like number 13.
And the point was given to Fulton there. I'm not quite sure. Maybe the Oswego player tipped it.
Couldn't quite tell. And here's number 2 on the Fulton side with the serve. Not the best pass you kind of want. Nice dig by Natasha Meza. It goes right over. The Fulton players didn't really expect that.
Great play there, just dropped it in the middle of all the players. I don't really think any of the Fulton players were expecting it to come over to him.
Oswego has retaken the lead. It looks like it's been a while since Oswego's had the lead. Here's number 14 with the serve. Nice dig by Sarah Del Bracco. Going for long. Claire Collins and hit it right to the net. No, she's been really consistent so far this game. And here's number 11, Jonah Papalardo with the serve. Nice shot by Oswego getting the ball right over the net and those 3 touches.
The ball out. Fulton going back to their old trend of sending them deep and out. I really liked what they did last set where they played it right into the center and tried to let confusion amongst the Oswego players give them an extra advantage.
And here's number 11, Kenny Shirtliff. Serve. Nice hand pass by Natasha Meza to Lauren Furlong. And a nice kill. Looks like she caught the ball. I guess you don't see that very often. And
the mistakes are starting to add up for Fulton here. As
one mistake can change the whole outcome of a game.
Oswego's accumulated that 2-point lead.
That's it. Nice hit by Natasha Meza. Oswego has taken a 3-point lead. If you're just tuning in, the Oswego Buccaneers are taking on the Fulton Red Raiders in girls volleyball. Oswego is winning right now 5-2. Oh, and that was right on the line.
It was
I don't think that could be more direct, right on the line.
I think the referee got the right call there, but it was really a judgment call from the players there. They thought it was going to go out, and it didn't. Sometimes it's their call, and it happens.
There's her hit ball by on the Fulton side. Hand pass by number 5 over to their setter. Number 50 has been pretty dynamic for Fulton so far.
A great play there by Fulton, just kind of tricking him up there. utilizing the element of surprise, and it's something you like to see.
Here's number 4, Mallory Harder with the serve. Hand pass by Natasha Meza over to Lauren Furlong. Nice hard hit ball. And that was a nice kill. It looks like they thought it was going to be out.
That was a great ball by Oswego.
Their hitter's been pretty dynamic these past 4 sets. They began their balls in, and it's really worked out for them. Nice pass by Lauren Furlong. Natasha Meza with hit, and another kill. Oswego has taken a 5-point lead. This might be one of the first 5-point leads Oswego's had tonight.
I believe you're correct, Nick. I think this is the first point lead, or first 5-point lead. I'm sorry. And the Buccaneers, I really think that in the time they got in between the sets helped them calm down. Like we were talking about, the mental state kind of slipped, and it's a slippery slope during that 3rd set. But they got that time to recoup, and they came back out here. They haven't missed a serve since they've been out here.
It looks like there's a timeout on the Fulton side, the first timeout of this set. And Oswego is winning 9-3.
And I think the student section said it right. They're a little bit rattled right now. They've given away. It's a 6-point lead that Oswego's gained, and it's the first 6-point lead of the game, I believe.
I believe so. I believe you are correct, Jake.
I gotta actually take that back. Fulton had accumulated a 7-point lead last set to win it.
This is the first 6-point by Oswego.
Yep. This is the first high point lead by Oswego, and as we saw last set, if you give a team room to work with and a little bit of cushion, they kind of can start getting their mental state rolling forward, and the other team just starts going down.
And here's number 9, Claire Cullen with the serve. Over to the libero number 2 on the Fulton side. Looks like they couldn't really communicate well, and ball landed straight down right by the net. Here's number 15 on the Fulton side with the serve. Over to Celdel Bracco, past Lauren Furlong. And a nice hard hit ball by number 16.
Nice play there by Claire Coulton. Again, I just can't stress enough how pivotal a player she has been in this game.
Nice serve by Oswego. Nice dig by number 11, Kenny Sherliff, over to Lauren Furlong. And a nice hard hit ball by Natasha Meza.
Great ball there by Fulton. Referee deemed it inside the boundaries.
Well, it looks like the Oswego players aren't really agreeing at first, but now they're kind of saying, oh yeah, my bad. Here's number 13, Donna Aiken with the serve. And number 11, Kenny Shirtliff shanked that ball, resulting in the ace. And again, here's number 13 on the full side with the serve. Nice take by Tashamez over to Lauren Furlong. Nice hit ball by Benjamin. Hand pass by Natasha Meza over to Lauren Furlong. Looks like Richard Gunn puts over the net with a nice arm pass.
It was a great scrappy play by Fulton.
They begin the ball really over. They begin the ball over the net consistently this past game. Looks like she tried to get the block over, but it shanked off her arm, resulting in Fulton game point.
You know, we've seen some blocks pay off, and there have been a couple that just didn't go their way.
Here she is with the serve. Nice hand pass by Kenny Shaliff to Benjamin, over to Godden. Nice block by Benjamin. Hand pass by Furlong over to Godden. Hard hit ball by Meza. And Fulton really couldn't recuperate. Number 2 shanked the pass. So again, Oswego getting that point.
That was a great play there by Fulton throughout that whole volley. They were really playing scrappy to try and grab that ball even when it seemed like they weren't going to get it.
Here's one of the seniors in Tasha Mesa with the serve. Just to hit it right into the net. Here's Meza again with the serve. And nice serve by her because Fulton couldn't really get the ball right over the net. It seems like the past couple sets, Oswego really hasn't been getting their serves in, but this set, they've got all their serves in. What do you think's changed about them?
I think it was that time in between the sets. You know, they had a really bad set for serves, and of course, the commentator's curse strikes. Whenever you say something's going really well, they'll always do something to contradict your statement.
It's a tough break for Oswego.
It's a tough break for Oswego, but it is the first serve that they've messed up, which that's not that big of a deal, but like we saw last set where they start to add up. You mess up 4 or 5 serves in a row, it starts to add up against your team, and I think that's one of the reasons that the Fulton team got such a large point lead against them. Buccaneers, of course, up 14-8 in this set. Looking to close out the game here if they win.
Nice arm pass by number 5. Looks like number 15's been getting the ball a lot for Fulton.
Some mistakes by the other players who were playing up on the net today from Oswego. You know, I don't know if it's miscommunication or they're just not getting the ball and it's just unlucky.
Number 2 on the Fulton side with the serve. Nice arm pass by number 4. Hard hit ball by the Oswego side, but it was for Vela because the ball did in fact go out.
And the once large lead of Oswego is starting to diminish slowly.
Here's number 2, Kaylee Kearns with the serve. And she hits it right into the net. And Oswego has got a 5-point lead, 15-10. Here's number 14 with the serve. And what an ace.
The ball, just a bad serve there.
She gets one ace, and then the next serve, she hits it right out.
Of course, like we touched on a couple times in the game, it is such a big game that you're going to be reliving those little moments, especially if your team loses. But if you win, you'll just.
Oh, a nice kill by Oswego.
As I was saying,
the lead does improve to 17-11.
As I was saying, if you win the game, the things that you're doing wrong, they're not as big of a deal in your mind. But if you lose the game, you're going to think about it for a long time.
Nice serve by number 1, Katie Sherliff, but again, she hits it out.
They had a nearly flawless start to the game, or to this set with serves. They're just starting to go downhill here.
Yeah, but it's only the second or third serve they missed, so don't count them out yet. Here's number 4 with the serve. Over Lord for long. It looks like Claire Cullen is getting the ball once again. And yet again, she gets another kill. She's been performing extremely well tonight, Jade. And here she is yet again with another serve. Nice arm pass by number 2. I'm not sure what the call was on the court, but it looks like Fulton's got their point.
I'm not quite sure what the referee called there, but it is what it is.
Number 15 with the serve. Nice arm pass by Sarah Del Bracco over Lauren Furlong. Looks like Tashmaza hit it right into the net, but Oswego did try to recuperate, but couldn't. That was like Oswego's called a timeout.
Oswego, of course, needs this timeout. Regroup. And I think the coach is going to be stressing how important it is that they do close out this game in this set. Because if you let it go to a fifth set in this sort of a matchup in a sectional game where the teams in the rankings are so close and the fan sections are so large, the communication is going to get harder because everybody in the stadium is going to be screaming, and everything's going to get a lot more stressful for your team.
It adds a lot of pressure to each member of the team. They want to perform their best out there for their school and for themselves, and hopefully get to the state tournament.
Of course, Oswego having very good records in the volleyball with the volleyball teams in the last few years, so there's also that added pressure that people expect them to do well.
Oh, looks like the horn must be broken.
We got a little bit of a buzzer issue here.
I wonder what seems to be a problem. Looks like some technical difficulties. And the scoreboard has shut off. And now it is back on.
And that was the most nerve-wracking technical difficulties I've ever had.
Looks like now there's miscommunication between the players and the officials. It looks like it hit Royal Cerro Braco's hand, resulting in an ace by the server. Here's number 15 with the serve. He's on a pass by Tashmeza, and she gets the ball for the hit.
Almost a little bit of miscommunication there between the Fulton team.
Nice dig by Lord Furlong. Tashmeza over to Benjamin. That is on a pass by her. Looks like Tashmeza is getting the ball once again to get a hit. And yet again, she hits the ball a little bit too hard. And that's been the thing. Either Oswego's gotten a ball hit right on line, or they've hit it straight out.
I think that one was, she didn't quite get the jump she needed to get up and over the net, so she had to push the ball up.
Yet again, she hits it out. And Oswego's lead has been now only to 1. Nice on pass number 22, Sarah Del Braco over to her. And she hits it right to net, and now we have a tied game.
And it's these little mistakes that we've been talking about it, we've stressed it. We stressed it throughout the entire game. It's the little mistakes that add up to lose.
Here's Ally Benjamin with the hit. Number 22, Stella Braco with a hand. Another hard hit ball by, looks like Ally Benjamin. And nice job by the Fulton team to recuperate. Nice hit by
Great plays by Fulton here.
And that was a nice block by number 16, Adeline Benjamin.
And Benjamin breaks the tie.
Oswego does have the lead, 19 to 18. Oswego with the serve. And that is an ace. That was a nice serve by Oswego. And now they're only 5 points away from going to the sectional final. So Jake, although Fulton's only down by 2, do you think that they can pull it out? Yet again, Oswego hits the ball out, and now the lead is now down to 1.
And it's just a really close game. Like the entire game has been just this close. And if you're just tuning in, you gotta watch this game sometime right from the start because it's been electric.
Looks like the referee called it out, but from my angle, it didn't look in. And the crowd looks like seems to agree with me on that one.
I agree with you. I don't believe that referee call was that good.
Nice serve by number 13 out of Fulton. furlong over to number 12, Rich again. And a nice hit by number 16, Adeline Benjamin.
And the tie is broken by a mistake from Fulton.
And these errors on Fulton, they're really piling up this set.
All right, the set started almost flawless for Oswego. They weren't having any errors, and now both teams are having errors that are just giving away points.
So here is senior Natasha Meza with the serve. Nice hit by number 4, Bree Pfeiffer. Nice block by number 16, Alan Benjamin. Over the hand pass, Taj Meza to Lauren Furlong. Nice hard hit ball.
Nice play.
No, she's probably, if Oswego pulls it out here, she will probably, in my book, be the MVP of the game.
I absolutely agree with you. And that was just a great ball back across the court. Everybody thought it was going to go towards her left side, and she just hit it right back across the right side.
And yet again, here's Natasha Meza with the serve. And she sinks it, and that is an ace. Oswego now is only 2 points away from winning this game. And Fulton has called its final timeout.
And the Buccaneers with a 3-point lead here. All they need is 2 points to close out the game, but we've seen it throughout the game time and time again. We've said it over and over. These leads, they don't stay long in this game, so it's very, very possible for Fulton to grab these 3 points and get back into it.
Yeah, and these teams are pretty equally matched. So if one mistake is made by Oswego, Fulton will take advantage of that, and they might retake the lead.
And it's a pivotal moment in the game. The stress levels are going to be high. Both fan sections are on their feet cheering for their teams. It's hard to hear, hard to communicate, and it's going to be a crazy last few minutes here in this set.
And here's Natasha Meza with the serve. Over number 4 on the Fulton side, over to their setter. Over number 14, hand pass by number 5. Over to Rich Gunn, number 12. With Natasha Meza has hand pass. It looks like that was a double touch or a carry on her side, and Fulton has got a point.
And just like we said, the lead is very finite here.
Nice pass by number 2 on the Fulton side. It looks like Fulton, like I said during the timeout, if Oswego makes one mistake, Fulton will take advantage of that. And it looks like they have, because Bucks are only up by 1 point. On pass by Natasha Meza over to Sarah Lauren Furlong.
I'm not quite sure what the call was, Nick.
Neither was I. It looked like that was a pretty good set by Oswego, so not sure what happened on that play. And the score is now tied. On pass by number 4, Bree Pfeiffer over to Lauren Furlong. Nice hard hit ball by Adeline Benjamin. On pass by Lauren Furlong over to Bree Pfeiffer. It looks like she got too much of the net, and Fulton is now 1 point away from making this to a 5th set. And Oswego has now called a timeout.
And it's just what we were talking about. It's exactly what we've been stressing. The leads do not stick in this game. Every little mistake is capitalized on. Both teams are way too good to be making these careless errors.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more, Jake.
And what do you think? What do you think Oswego's got to be talking about? They're down here. They're down by a point.
Oswego's probably just saying, hey guys, we've been playing really good volleyball these last couple sets, and we can pull this out if we try our hardest. These guys, they are good, but we are better.
And you know, Fulton's got 1 point. If they get this 1 point, it's going to a 5th set. And we already talked about that. The stakes are raised incredibly. And it is impossible to communicate.
A lot of pressure on the Fulton side, on Fulton setter. Here's the serve. Nice dig by number 15, Tasha Meza. Over number 22, Sarah Del Bracco, Lauren Furlong. That's hit by Bree Pfeiffer, a little miscommunication, and Fulton gets the point, and we're going to a 5th set.
And Fulton comes away with a set win.
That was a really well played game by both sides. And the Fulton team is really amped up, and they want to win this game as much as anyone.
And you know, it's going to be an electrifying 5th set, and we'll be back in just a second once it starts. Back at the David E. Powers Gymnasium in the sectional matchup between the Oswego Buccaneers, ranked 2nd, and the Fulton Red Raiders, ranked 3rd. We're going into the 5th set here. Nick, what do you think is going to be pivotal to winning this game?
I think for Oswego, they have got to get their serves in. Although the 4th set, they were serving the ball pretty well, but the past 3, they weren't getting their serves in at all. So if they keep getting their serves in and hitting the ball, they've been hitting the ball, I don't see why not. Oswego can't win this final set.
I think that the first team that can manage to maintain a lead and not just give it away in the first couple seconds is really going to be the one who's going to pull out the victory. And we're about to get underway here in just a few moments. Both student sections back on their feet for what is sure to be an electrifying 5th set. We talked about it last set, and when everything goes to a 5th set in a win or go home situation, every stake is raised, every mistake is critical.
It looks like Fulton is getting their first serve in the 5th set. Arm pass by Tasha Meza over to Lauren Furlong. Little tap by Claire Colton. And number 5 hits it right into net, and Oswego takes the lead 1-0.
And it was just an error on Fulton there. Not the way you want to start off a set, but
Not at all.
it's still early in the set, so you got a lot of time to make up for it.
Nice hit by Fulton. Nice shot by Oswego to recuperate and staying with that ball, and they get it over the net. Nice shot by them. Looks like there's a little error on the Fulton side, and Fulton Oswego gets the point.
The Buccaneers grabbed that point. I'm not quite sure on the call in there, Nick.
Neither am I. My ball might have been hit out, but hard to tell. And that is an ace by the serve.
It was just an
Looks like
unfortunate
number 7
play there.
just, I think that might have hit her right in the chest.
Yeah, it was just an unfortunate play there. She didn't really react in time to the ball coming at her. Deflected off her, and then her teammates couldn't recover.
And he's number 14 with the serve. On a pass by Seldo Bracco over to Lauren Furlong. Nice hard hit ball by Clara Colton. And hit it right to the ground. And Oswego is now leading 4-0 in the 5th and final set.
The Buccaneers are absolutely dominating this for the beginning of this set.
He's number 14 with the serve. Nice arm pass by number 14. And the ball, she was over the foul line, and that is Fulton's first point in the 5th and final set.
And Fulton received the ball for the first time this set.
And here is number 2, Carly Kearns for the Fulton side serving. Nice hard hit ball by number 9, Clara Colton. There's on pass by Sarah Del Bracco over to Lauren Furlong. And yet again, Clara gets the ball.
Great communication here from both teams.
Yeah.
I'm hearing a lot of talking out there on the court, and that's what I like to see.
That's key for one team winning. They got to have good communication. Got to have talk between their players so you know who's going to get the ball and not have the ball go out.
And that was a great volley to watch. And
it looks like the student section doesn't really agree with the call.
I believe the referee got that call right.
Yeah. And no, it's hard to tell from where I'm sitting or from you're sitting.
And the student section of Oswego seems very shocked.
And yet again, here's number 2 with the serve. Nice hit ball by Clara Colton over to the Fulton side. Nice pass by Natasha Meza. Looks like there's miscommunication. It looks like number 15, Natasha Meza, tried to get for that ball, but it was all for vain.
It was a great try there by Oswego, but Fulton's coming out here, and Fulton's making some scrappy plays, and they're really fighting for it.
Nice hard hit ball by number Jackson. Pass by Lauren Furlong over to Claire Colton, and another hit by Lauren Furlong, but hit right into the net, and Fulton has tied the game 4-4.
And we said that earlier in the game that Oswego's got a deeper bench, and if it came to one of these late game situations that they'd have an advantage, but from what I'm seeing, it looks like Fulton does.
It looks like Fulton has retaken the lead with that serve. So you can tell this is anyone's game right now. Looks like number 15, Tashma, has shanked the pass. And Fulton is now leading 6-4. And Oswego has called their first timeout.
What do you think they're saying in the huddle right now, Nick?
For Oswego, I'd say, like, guys, you gotta snap out of it. We've been playing so well, and now we're just not playing like we should be. So just try to get our momentum back, and hopefully we can regain the lead and win this game.
And momentum is so crucial, especially in a 5th set, the pivotal part in a game. That last set gave Fulton such a momentum boost.
Yet again, here's number 2, Carly Kearns with the serve. Looks like that timeout iced her, and she has missed her serve.
And the score is incredibly close here in the last set of the game.
Each team could pull this game out. Here's number 11, Kenny Shirtliff with the serve. But not right yet because seems to be a little difficulty at the scoring booth.
The Buccaneers are down by 1 here. Seems like the story of the game, such a close game, very small point leads.
Nice serve by number 11, Kenny Shirtliff.
What a great serve.
That was a really good serve. Oswego has tied the game 6-6. Here's the serve.
Another great serve, but this one picked up by Fulton.
Looks like she just tipped it right into her own net, and Oswego has regained the lead. Here's Oswego with the serve. Nice shot by Fulton to recuperate. Nice hard hit ball by Claire Colton. Our pass by Kenny Shirtliff over to Lauren Furlong. Another hit by Claire Colton, but it's blocked by number 15, Nicole Hansen. Pardon me.
And once again tied here. It seems like the story of this game is just a everlasting tie.
Hard hit serve by number 16 on the Fulton side, and that seems
Great
like it's
decision.
going from Oswego winning by 1 to tie to Oswego winning by 1 to tie. Do you think this could be broken?
One team's gonna have to do something really special because the trend of over the whole game has been very close score lines.
That was a nice kill by number 15, Tashmiza. And now the Bucks are now winning by 2 with a score of 9-7.
And it is all about momentum swings here in the final set of the game.
Well, it looked like that was a kill by number 7 on the Fulton side. And Oswego's lead has diminished to 1 point. Here's number 4 on the Fulton side with a serve over to Natasha Meza. Dylan Furlong, and back to Natasha Meza with a hit. Arm pass by number 14 over to Lauren Furlong. A nice hit by Benjamin.
Great play there by Oswego.
That was a nice kill. Nice hard hit ball. Served by Oswego. And it looks like they hit it right into that. And the Oswego really needs to get their serves in. And here's number 15 on full side with the serve. Nice hard pass by Kenny Shirtliff over to Lauren Furlong. And it looks like Oswego's got the ball in. That was a nice way to adjust by Oswego. And Oswego gets the point.
Great attempt there by Fulton, though. Put a lot of effort into it. Oswego about to serve here.
Number 15, Chasmez with the serve. Nice push by number 13 on the full side. Here's Bree Pfeiffer with the hit. Nice block by number 6 Adeline Benjamin. And Fulton, although they tried the hardest, they cannot recuperate. And Oswego does get the point.
And that was great play there. A lot of effort being put in by both teams.
And here's Meza serve again. Looks like number 16, Adeline Benjamin, tried to get that block in, but it shanked right off her arm. And
it almost looked like she was relying on her height more than jumping. She didn't seem to jump that high. She just tried to get her fingers over the net, and it wasn't enough to stop the ball.
Number 13 with the serve. Nice arm pass by Bree Pfeiffer over to Lauren Furlong. And Benjamin hits it right into the net. And Oswego lead has diminished 2-1 yet again with a score of 12-11. That was a nice serve by the Fulton side.
That was a good serve and good effort by Oswego there, but I would like to have seen a little more communication. Maybe somebody else who wasn't so far away try and grab that.
And here's number 13, Donna Aiken with the serve. Nice hard pass by Natasha Meza over to Lauren Furlong. Nice hard hit ball by Adeline Benjamin, and the ball does get in, but just barely. And decided they are now switching sides since Oswego is at 13 points, and that is half of 25.
Oswego with a very narrow lead here.
Seems to be the theme of these past 5 sets.
Of course, last set we saw Oswego with a very, very large lead for a little while, and then they let Fulton climb back into the game.
And here's number 16, Adeline Benjamin with her serve. Nice serve by her. It looks like Fulton couldn't recuperate, and that's going to be a point for Oswego Buccaneers.
Great serve. It forced the other team into a decision that they didn't want to take.
Here's Benjamin with the serve again. Looks like she hit the ball just a little bit too hard, and that's going to result in Red Raiders' point.
Looked like Fulton learned a little bit from their last encounter with the same exact serve. They let it go this time.
Nice arm pass by number 4, Bree Pfeiffer over to Lauren Furlong. Nice hard hit ball by Clara Colleton. Nice dig by number 5. Looks like Oswego couldn't really recuperate, and that's going to result in the score being tied 14-14.
This one's going to be a nail biter.
Like we said right when we started talking, these games are going to be close, and I predicted that it was going to go in 5 sets.
And the game's just incredibly close to call. Neither team seems to have pulled away at all.
Oh, she put that ball straight down. Oswego has regained their lead. And here's number 14 on the Oswego side with the serve.
Great serve there.
Number 22 with the push. Looks like she stuck her heart out, and that was a pretty good decision. And Fulton is going to regroup. But unfortunately, the ball does pass over the foul pole, and that's resulting in the Oswego point. Oswego is now winning by 2 with a score of 16-14 in the 5th and final set. It looks like she touched it. but not quite sure. Maybe it hit in or
I'm
she
not
touched
quite
it.
sure if it touched her hand or if they just made the decision to try and or let the ball go out because they weren't sure. Oswego pulling away with a 3-point lead here. This could be a big factor in the end of the game.
Here's number 14 with the serve. Looks like a nice push by number.
A nice try there by Fulton for the sneaky play, and then they came back and they finished it anyway.
Here's number 2, Carly Kearns with the serve. Nice hit pass by Natasha Meza over to Lauren Furlong. And a nice hit by Clara Colleton. Oh, a nice block by her as well. Looks like she's going to send it over as well. Nice tip on the Fulton side.
And it looked like miscommunication there. Coulton didn't look like she went up to try and block it, but she decided she wasn't going to block it, and she didn't relay that message onto her team, and they weren't really ready for it.
Communication is key. Looks like they were going to go for last minute, but they came to their senses and realized that ball was going out. And here's number 11, Candy Shirtlift with the serve. Nice dig by number 2 on the Fulton side. Looks like she hit that ball a little hard. And now the score is Oswego 19, Fulton 16.
And that was great coordination by the Oswego team there. They were all on the same page that was going out, and no one hit it.
Here she's yet again with the serve. Another nice dig by number 2. She's been probably the unsung hero on the Fulton side. Nice hard hit ball by number 9. Looks like Oswego couldn't get there in time, and Fulton gets the point.
Yep, Fulton just picking up a good point there.
And here's number 16 for the serve. Nice pass by Sterno Bracco to Lauren Furlong, who gets hit by Claire Colleton, and that is a kill. And Oswego is now 5 points away from taking the win. So Jake, if they keep doing what they're doing right now, do you see that Oswego is going to win the game?
Yeah, I absolutely believe.
And speaking of that, Fulton has called a timeout.
Yeah, I absolutely believe that if Oswego kept on that path and Fulton didn't take some kind of time to regroup their team, that Oswego would have absolutely have kept going. And both teams are retaking the court here. And this is really going to be an exciting last couple minutes.
And it looks like the Fulton student section hasn't given up on their girls yet.
And we've got a buzzer problem again, but it was shortly fixed that time. It looks like they figured out how to do it after last time.
Looks like Claire Colleton with the serve. A tip by Fulton. It looks like Oswego couldn't recuperate time, and now the Oswego point deficit is now down to 2.
And it was just a great play there by Fulton.
And here is number 4, Mallory Harder with the serve. Nice pass by number 11 on the Oswego side. And she hits it right over. And Oswego's lead is now down to 1.
And Oswego has given away their lead again. So this looks like a repeat of last round, where it's really going to come down to it in the end, the last few.
Nice pass by Kenny Shirliff over to Lauren Furlong. And we are now tied. So Jake, what do you think happened to Oswego right there? They did have a 3-point lead, and now they're tied.
I think this timeout gave Fulton a few seconds to regain their thoughts, and I think it was a lot of morale there. They just kind of lost momentum when Oswego started gaining points, and the time they got back was well earned.
And nice kill by number 16, Adeline Benjamin. And Oswego has regained their lead, 21-20. And it is crucial that Oswego gets their serves in right now.
Oswego needs to gain at least a 2-point lead in order to secure a nice cushion.
Nice chasing by them to get the ball. Nice push on number 5, Lauren Furlong. Nice try by number 16 for that block, but just hit right out. And yet again, for I don't know how many times, we are tied.
This one's coming down to it right in the end here. It's going to end up just like last set, and it's going to be close. Last few points.
This has been a really good game to watch and commentate. Number 5 over to number 12, Rich Gunn, and number 16 pushes it over. Tip, and Tashmaza hits it over to Lauren Furlong. A nice hit by number 16, and Oswego has regained their lead, 22-21.
Oswego there with just a great play and great perseverance to stay on the ball.
And here is senior Natasha Meza. She's been pretty consistent with her serves, getting them in pretty much.
Natasha Meza on the serve here, and I'm not sure there's anyone you'd want in such a high-pressure situation as a senior with a ton of experience on the team.
And she shakes that ball, and somehow Fulton manages to get it back over. Nice commitment by Fulton right there.
That was great effort by Fulton.
And miscommunication on the Oswego side, and we are tied 22-22.
And it's so pivotal that if your team gets the ball, you have to get that serve. Like, that's your chance to score. You have to make sure you do.
Nice arm pass by number 4. Nice kill by number 16, Adeline Benjamin. She has been the real star for Oswego night. When she hits that ball, she hits it hard and she hits it in.
Claire Coulton coming out, but we've got a timeout here by Fulton, and every single time it's been throughout the game, it's been a trend. Every time Fulton takes a timeout or is given time to regroup, they come out roaring and ready to go. If that happens here, it may well be the downfall of Oswego. This is a winner-take-all sectional game. There is no second chances. It's the last few points here that determine it.
These last few points are going to determine if Fulton moves on or if Oswego is going to advance to the sectional final.
And it is such a big game, and the careers of so many great players here from both teams.
And Oswego does have 3 seniors, so hopefully these seniors really want to continue on and get further in so they can get to the state tournament.
And I think that's who you're going to want out there. You're going to want the people with the most experience and the coolest heads. And in the last few minutes of a game, you can't ask for anything more than just playing technique under pressure.
And here's number 16, Adeline Benjamin with the serve. Her position is middle hitter. Nice push by the Fulton side, and they cannot regroup, and
it was
couldn't handle it. And now, yet again, we're going back and forth between Oswego having a 1-point lead and the score being tied. It seems like this has been going on recurring for the past set.
And that was just a great play by Fulton there. They really used some trickery. They got Oswego moving one way, and then they hit it the other.
Looks like they tipped it in, and now Fulton is 1 point away from advancing. And Oswego has called a timeout.
And it really is momentum here, is that after that timeout, Fulton always comes out roaring, and Oswego is always left trying to pick up the pieces of their own mistakes.
Seems like a recurring theme for the past game so far. What do you think the Oswego coach is telling his girls right now?
I think to close this game out, you're gonna need a just that trick play worked amazing. If you can get another one of those where you get the team moving one way and then you just get it back the other side, and there's nothing they can do about it, that's an easy way to close out this game.
And this is a must-win point for Oswego right now.
And the stadium is absolutely electric. Here in the gymnasium, we cannot hear anything.
On pass by Bree Pfeiffer over to Lauren Furlong. Looks like Claire Collins getting the ball. Nice hit. She's been really consistent this past game. Nice push by number 3 on the Fulton side. Claire Collins with a hit. And that's a really nice hard hit ball. Miscommunication on the Fulton side. And yet they still get the ball over the net. Nice hard hit ball by Claire Colton. And Oswego gets the point.
And Oswego with an amazing play there. And great perseverance from both teams.
That was a really good volley right there, Jake. In a high pressure situation like this, no team can afford to make mistakes right now. And here's number 14 on the Oswego side with serve. Nice serve by her.
And this is what you practice all year for, really.
Looks like full competition. And now Oswego is 1 point away from advancing.
And I cannot hear myself think.
I can barely hear myself think.
The student sections are going crazy.
Well, Oswego really wants this and they want this. Here's number 14 with the serve. Looks like she almost missed that. She hits that over and Tosh Mesa with the hands. Over to Lauren Furlong. And Claire Colton hits it right over to the net. And a tip by Oswego, but they regroup. Nice shot by them to recuperate and get the ball over the net. And they hit it. And it goes right down, and yet again, we are tied.
And it was actually, I believe, a mistake from Fulton that just gave them a point. Looked like she went up and she tried to kill it, and she just didn't get all of it on the ball.
And Oswego didn't really expect that. They just landed straight down. And here's number 2, Carly Kearns serving. Nice serve by number 4. Nice crossover hit by number 9, Claire Colton. Nice job by number 14 to get the ball over the net. Over to Lauren Furlong. Back over to Claire Colton. And she hits it right back again. Sardell Brocco hits it right up to Lauren Furlong. And another hit by Claire Colton.
Absolutely crazy play there.
And Oswego gets the point. And I don't think I've said this enough.
And
they're only 1 point away from winning.
And we've said it time and time again. Claire Colton, MVP of the game for Oswego. She's done a lot of work, tremendous effort throughout the entire game.
And here's number 11, Kenny Shirtliff with the serve. And she gets it over, and she misses the serve. Oh.
And that was just, that's one of the ones you're going to want back.
And the student section has gone silent. And if Oswego doesn't win tonight, that's just going to eat her up inside. Toss by the hand for long over to Claire Colton. And a great kill by her.
And just a great spike there. That was a beautiful play by Claire Colton.
Man, all the students in the student section are going crazy. And here's Claire Colton with the serve. Nice serve by her. And again, and Oswego gets it. And Oswego is moving on to the sectional final. And they are mobbing each other. That was a great game played by two very good teams. And Oswego came out victorious.
And an absolute heartbreaker for Fulton. Oswego takes the victory, and they're moving on to the sectional finals.
That was a great game played by both teams. Fulton played a really good game. Looked like they might win in the end, but Oswego came out as the better team, and Oswego wins.
And there's nothing more we can say than Claire Colton.
She was Claire Colton and Adeline Benjamin, the two main contributors to him.
Colton by far took the MVP from this game. I'm almost guaranteed she had the most points for her team. She had great blocks, good plays. She set up others. And it's wonderful when you can form a team around a player that's as good as her, and you can really make it work.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. She really deserves this.
And we're here at the David Bowers Gymnasium. I'm Jake Bonai.
And I'm Nick Mizuka.
Thanks for watching.